welcome back to the YouTube channel. If you couldn't tell, I'm currently in my car, but I'm driving out of my school right now because well, basically I have not filmed in a little bit and I've not had the inspiration to film, but I think it's because I'm kind of stuck in like a little bit of a monotonous like headspace where I kind of just like don't know what to film. Oh, sorry about that. It'll fade out. It'll go away. If you have seen my channel from the very get-go, you might know that I did vlogs in the beginning, but it was just so high pressure for me for some reason. So we'll see how this goes because this is my first time trying to attempt that kind of again. But yeah, that's basically the move. I haven't really felt super motivated to film recently or to put anything out into the internet, but that's okay because I've been spending a lot of time kind of nourishing myself and like my soul and like kind of trying to get back on track because recently I've just been in a bit of a rut. So right now I'm currently driving to like Stater Bros because today's my mom's birthday, so I want to get her flowers. I'm very glad to have money now, I guess, to kind of get her stuff I got or whatever. I think I'm super grateful for my mom. She's so fantastic. I don't really know what to say. I feel like I'm gonna like blubbering right now. Like the only thing with like my mom is like she's super hard to shop for because she doesn't like anything. I don't know if that's like a universal mom thing, but like moms just don't like anything. And even if she does, it's like all stuff that she'll just get for herself. Basically, I'm gonna try to figure out like something for our family to do as like an experience so that she can like have all of us together. Because whenever we ask her, like me and my brothers, whenever we ask my mom like what does she want, she's always like, I just want you guys to like take care of the house. And like, oh my god, like I want to do so much more for my mom. Like she deserves that. But also I get it because I think that's just like kind of the mom thing. I was trying to find ideas and stuff on Reddit, and all the comments were like moms just being like, just take care of your room, take care of this, don't bother me too much, don't like da-da-da, which is like, I get it, but also like, come on, like ask for more. So that's how it is. I'm gonna go get my mom flowers because I just got to the place. It's right by my school. So she doesn't like pink flowers. That's like literally all I know. Okay, I just got out of the store and here are the flowers. They're really pretty, very beautiful, and very abundant. I really hope she likes them. They also had bags like this, paper bag. Kind of looks better, but also it kind of looks stupid, so I'll probably remove it. But this will make sure there's no water dripping all over my car. So that works, we're good, fantastic. And then also I got this one for myself. It's a succulent, and I quite like succulents, so good luck to me. Some of the outer leaves are dead, but that's not a big deal because like this core part is fine. But also I don't know too much about succulents, so we'll see how that is. But now I have that for myself, so I'm very happy with my purchases today. So now I gotta get home. Yeah, now I just gotta go home, and then maybe I'll see you guys later. But actually, I'm not entirely sure what this video is like gonna be about, I guess. I kind of just have the idea of the title rep like as let's be people, so we'll see if the video does. It probably will have that title, but that is because one of my favorite movies in the world is Bones and All, and there's like a whole thing with that near the end where it's like, yeah, let's be people, which I think is such a fantastic thing. I don't know, Bones and All is probably one of my favorite movies in the world, so if you like want to watch a good movie, you should pick out Bones and All. Oh, that car over there is like just like mine. This guy is watching me talk in my car, which makes me nervous. I'm sorry, man. Okay, as you can see, we're back in my room. So I gave my mom her flowers and she quite likes them, and so today is just gonna be me doing things here and there. I'll let you guys know as we go. But yeah, I have kind of miscellaneous tasks that I want to do, but one of the big overarching goals is that I need to read, for one, and two, I want to draw, which I already started a piece right now, so I'll probably give you guys updates on that as that goes, but that's gonna be our update for now. I'm probably gonna change into something a little bit more comfortable rather than like clothes I wore to school. So yeah. Okay, I'll show you guys my little teapot because my water heated up. That's my little teapot. It's been really sustainable for me because I usually like making 2 cups of tea rather than just 1. I don't need to drink a crazy amount though, so this like compact size works really conveniently for me. So that's my little teapot. That's kind of been my method for drinking tea. But also I have a mug warmer in my room, so I like drinking hot tea, and if it like starts cooling down then I don't enjoy it as much. And so the mug warmer works really fantastically for me to drink both my cups of tea. Anyways, I'm going to be having kantam, which is broken rice in English. It is rice and then there's like various meats and like, I don't know actually, there's like I don't know what the meat that is. But there's sausage, there's tofu, there's like this meat, there's shrimp, that kind of thing. And then also there is mom, which is so yummy and it's so great and so delicious. I love mom. It's like this really like sweet, kind of spicy like sauce, and it's always a great addition to rice. So if you ever go to a Vietnamese place, they almost always have gam tam, and I know like the go-to for like Vietnamese dishes is usually like pho, but I would recommend getting bún bò Huế if you want noodles, because I think that is so much better. It's like chili oil and it's really yummy and super fantastic. And that's my rant about Vietnamese dishes, so I will be now eating. Hi guys, I'm back in my room. We're having English breakfast tea today. In my David Tennant mug. I love David Tennant. Such a fantastic person and actor, so I hope that doesn't backfire on me, but I really doubt it will. Anyways, I'm going to be working on a pen pal letter to one of my buddies. I just got his letter the other day actually, and it was so cool. Super sick. He like gave me a stamp as well. Just for some context, he's currently in Japan, but he doesn't live there, but he's currently in Japan. And he got me this like rubber stamp, and it's super cute. And if you look at the back, look, there's the cat, and then also I think what he told me, also what he wrote in the letter, was that the Japanese like characters, basically what they mean is, or what it is like, that's a gender neutral way to address someone in Japanese, which is really kind and super considerate and thoughtful, and that's like really cool. So I'm really happy I got this, and I'm so excited to use it. I imagine I will. I already got like a stamp pad for it, as you can tell, because the side is like black at the rubber part. But yeah, I'm very excited to use it. I'm gonna work on his letter ASAP, just because this is still an international buddy, so this letter will take some time to get over there anyway, so I want to get started on it and send it out as soon as possible. Okay, now I want to give you guys some updates on what I've been reading recently. I finished 2 books so far since February, and currently I'm reading The Plague by Albert Camus. I'm currently reading this partially for class, partially for pleasure, because I already own the book, and it was, well, for the main assignment for this book, essentially what it was, there was a list of books that you could choose to read and then create like a 1-pager on, and I chose The Plague. I was originally going to do Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy, but that book is a little over 800 pages long, and this is due this week, so I will suffice with The Plague. Eventually I'll get to Anna Karenina, but I'm currently reading The Plague. I think I started this like 3 days ago. I have not made like a huge dent. I'm currently like, I think 60 pages in or so, and basically I'm actually quite liking it so far. I think because I'm purposefully like reading it for an assignment, I'm being very mindful of what I'm reading, and I'm taking note of all the characters, any like symbols, that kind of thing. Sometimes I forget that like the title of the book, or like of any piece of written work, can kind of reveal a bit about the written part itself. Like the plague, it's about a plague. But I quite like it. Camus writes imagery really well. I really like the way that he's written death a lot so far. And like there's so far a lot of death, which you can kind of infer from the fact it's a plague, but there's a lot of death so far and it's only like the first part of the book. So, you know, I'll update you guys as I go maybe. If you guys want, you can always add me on Goodreads. I usually update like all my book stuff on there as well. And sometimes I do like written updates of what I'm reading and how I'm enjoying it. So you guys can do that as well if you so wish. But yeah, that's like my update for what I'm currently reading. But I'll tell you guys about the books that I finished recently. The 2 books that I finished recently, I already started both of them, I think late February. But I read the first book of the Sisters Grimm series by Michael Buckley, and like that's like my childhood series, like childhood. That is genuinely like what sparked like my whole like desire and love for reading in the first place. So I'm like repurchasing the series and then, or I'm buying the series and then reading it as I go. But there's like a new printed like cover for the paperback, and I think for the hardcover too. I can't remember for hardcover, but I know there's like a new print for the cover, and I hate it. I hate it so much. It's just too cartoony for me, and I really like the old like kind of art style of the originals. So I'm purchasing off of like eBay and stuff, or like secondhand, so that I can get like the original look, or the original hardcover look. I think I'll just have the cover up here so you guys can kind of see what I mean. So that's where I'm at with that right now, but I just finished the other one, I think on the 5th or the 6th or the 7th. I kind of, my days are kind of a blur, but I finished that recently and I really enjoyed it. I actually didn't rate it on Goodreads because for some reason, like in my heart, it just doesn't feel right to rate it, because I don't know, it just didn't feel right to rate it because it's like a kid's book, and I feel like it's I don't really know how I can encapsulate like a rating on it that would make sense to me. So there's no rating for it, but just know it's very highly revered in my book. And I really loved like rereading like such a easy kind of fun like book, because sometimes when I'm reading a lot of really dreadful existential like philosophy, or just books that kind of make you like kind of dread a lot of life, it really helps to have like the really clean and fun like just childhood book that is just like plot, I guess, and it's just like really fun character driven kind of stuff. I really quite like that. So yeah, that's kind of my update for the Sisters Grimm. I'll probably eventually pick up or start reading the second one because I have the first 3 and I think there's 10 in the series. But yeah, for the second book I finished Franny and Zoe. I think I finished that a day before I finished the Sisters Grimm. Franny and Zoe is by J.D. Salinger. It's about like 2... Oh, I probably should even plot for Sisters Grimm, huh? I'll just go really quick. Sisters Grimm is about 2 girls. They're descendants of the Grimm brothers, or the Grimm brothers. And if you didn't know, the Grimm brothers are like people who wrote or like these 2 brothers that wrote like a bunch of like fairy tale stories and stuff. And like you will know those stories, but like they've been adapted down over and over and over into more kid-friendly stuff. But yeah, they're basically descendants of like these guys who wrote a bunch of fairy tales and stuff. And basically the first book starts off like them going onto a train into a new town called Fairyport Landing, and basically they're going to be living there with their grandma, but their parents disappeared like when they were like a couple years ago, so they've been in and out of like homes and stuff. And so their grandma like claimed them, but like the older sister Sabrina and the younger sister Daphne, Sabrina is especially like cautious and stuff because she's kind of had to grow up to take care of her younger sister and that kind of jazz. And then so it's like basically this first book is just them battling with like having a grandma suddenly, or Sabrina battling with having a grandma suddenly, especially when her dad said that like their grandma passed. And then also obviously there's a very fairy like tale aspect to it, and people in the town are correlating with like what's it called, like fairy tales. Like for example, the mayor of the town is like Prince Charming. um and oh, is that a spoiler? That might be. The pigs, like the three little pigs, they're the officers, which is a little ironic, but they're the officers of the town. But basically this book is like them battling with the giant, coming to terms with like their new family. And yeah, it's super fun, super cool. It's kind of like dark now that when I was like reading back on it, because it's like some ominous like cult kind of thing, like kind of took her parents. And like they're called the Scarlet Hand, and there's like just, it's pretty ominous, pretty cool, pretty fun. So yeah, I will probably get around to reading the second one eventually. But yeah, that's the plot of Sisters Grimm. Yeah. Okay, but for Franny and Zoe, this is by J.D. Salinger. So actually, if you read Catcher in the Rye and you enjoyed it, I completely 100% recommend Franny and Zoe, because I love Franny and Zoe a lot more than I liked Catcher in the Rye actually. I think, okay, well, Franny and Zoe are siblings. They are the youngest siblings of the Glass family, and like this family has dealt with like a lot of grief and tragedy. They had like a very interesting upbringing as well, like all the children, because they grew up on like a radio show called like Whiz Kids, because they're all like smart kids and like really intelligent. And a lot of it is like this book dealing with like ego and narcissism and yeah, like the familial dynamics and stuff. And it very focuses on Franny and Zoe and just like kind of dealing with ego, which I really like. I really think that book is so fantastic. I eventually want to write like a way more fleshed out like review on what I love so much about it, but it is my second 5 stars of the year, and I just really loved it so much. I don't know why, it just made me feel like so deeply, and I could not recommend that book more. Again, especially if you like Catcher in the Rye, because I think if you like Catcher in the Rye, I know it's like controversial, like some people like love it, some people hate it. I actually personally really love Holden Caulfield. That's my take. But I think if you liked like Holden Caulfield and you liked J.D. Salinger's writing, I think Franny and Zoe might also be up your alley. J.D. Salinger is fantastic, writes fantastically, amazing author, amazing prose, and like there's just something like so deep, like that made me feel so deeply with this book. So Franny and Zoe, super fantastic, completely recommend. Yeah, that was the second book I finished so far of March. I want to show you guys what I'm working on. This is like my art piece, and like honestly, if you know me, you know that like before there was reading, before there was like literature and stuff, there was art. I've been doing art since I was in like 4th grade, or at the very least I started digital art in 4th grade. So it's been like I've been doing it for like more than half my life, or about half my life. So it like means very much to me, and recently I think I've been doing a lot more consuming rather than creating, and so I really want to get back into art a lot more. So I'm kind of challenging myself to draw really frequently, and so I plan to like bring a sketchbook with me, or just always have my iPad with me so that I can draw a lot more. But this is what I'm working on. I'm trying to encapsulate like a very dreamy, airy kind of look, but I'm working on it. Actually, my big inspiration is Honey Bear Jen, who I think is such a fantastic artist. Our art styles are very incredibly different. Like I think with my art style, I'm very realistic based, or like semi-realistic based, but I'm trying like a little bit more of this like shape stuff and like very flowy and just like this kind of thing as well. I don't know why, ballet shoes just felt like the move. So I will update you guys on how this goes. Yeah. Every time I like get out of the shower, I'm always reminded that like, wow, it's so obvious my favorite color is blue. Like my water bottle is blue, my pajamas are blue, my nails right now are blue, my towel is blue. So quite literally like blue has been one of my favorite colors for a long time. Especially just because Well, actually, I really like a cool tone, like kind of gray blue. I actually use that color for the background of my art and stuff, for digital art, because it creates like a good contrast for like the piece. Anyways, unrelated. For the rest of my night, I'm probably planning to just draw. I think right now it's like 9 p.m. I'm gonna try to head to bed at like 10 or 11 because I haven't been sleeping early recently, and I think it's kind of messing with me a little bit. And so I want to like sleep like kind of earlier than I usually do. I think also it was the fact that I got less sleep, especially less sleep because of the time change. And so I was just kind of scrambled this morning, but I'm gonna try to get some extra sleep or get a normal amount of sleep tonight. So I want to work on like my art assignment for the plague, because it's pretty big, and like I get very nitpicky when it comes to art and stuff, because like I've been doing art for so long. I have an attachment to the book now just because I'm actually reading it, and so like I'm like I want to like create something good that kind of reflects the book that I read or am reading, because I imagine I'll probably finish the book after I finish the assignment, but I do have a good chunk read that I can probably knock out a bunch of the criteria and still be pretty good on the assignment. So yeah, I plan to work on that tonight. I might show you guys. I don't really know actually, but I'm definitely planning to have a rat as one of the images, or like the main image. So yeah, I'm quite excited to start on that assignment. I also want to journal tonight. Hi guys, I don't think I have much else to say. I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching the video. This is pretty different from how I like usually film my videos in terms of like also topic and like the way that it's filmed. This felt a lot more vlog-like, and I imagine that I'll probably do more of these. It was kind of weird, but I also quite enjoyed it. But we'll see how it goes in the future. I'm kind of just trying a lot of different things right now to see what I like doing and see what I enjoy, so that I can put out content that I also like really like doing. And I also like the exploration process, because I think that's the whole fun of it, is the process rather than the end result. And I had another thought. And also, I don't really like want to fit into a niche. Like, I know I kind of technically already have fit into one, like the book, like literature reading kind of stuff, but I do want to expand, because I think like everyone is so multifaceted and so complex as individuals that I really think I'd be doing myself a disservice if I didn't even like attempt to kind of capture more aspects of who I am as an individual onto my channel. I hope that makes sense. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for the wait. Thank you for kind of dealing with me while I've been having a little bit of mishaps, like with like my camera and like my microphone, and also this video is primarily like filmed on like my phone and my iPad, so definitely a different experience. I imagine I don't know. Yeah, I think that's it. By the way, like, again, like, I know I kind of reiterate this every time I film, but, like, I'm so incredibly appreciative of everyone who shows me, like, support and stuff. I kind of forget that I exist on YouTube a lot of the times. But, like, the other day, my friend Kaylee, like, she was telling me about how, like, when talking with their coworker, about just, like, YouTube and, like, Twitch streaming, live streaming kind of stuff, they showed their coworker my YouTube channel, and I don't know, I just thought that was really sweet, and we kind of chatted a little bit about that then. And then also continuing the other day, someone who watches my videos messaged me on Goodreads, which is crazy because I've never gotten like a message on Goodreads before. It felt both very letter-like and also very email-like. Nonetheless, it was very incredibly sweet, fantastic person, great individual, and I always forget that like kind of my YouTube channel does have an outreach and it does connect with people. And I just want to say it's definitely like a group effort. Like, I know that I'm the one filming the stuff and I'm the one putting out the content, but without like so much like kind of support from so many different people, like I probably wouldn't feel the motivation to actually continue doing this. So I just want to further like my appreciation in that regard and kind of just give some special shout outs to those people. Such fantastic people, such lovely people. Is just amazing. It's just amazing to like be kind of doing this thing. And like I know that like it's fun to like watch the numbers like go up and stuff, and like I'm like in awe of whenever like I kind of make more progress in terms of like the statistic aspect, like likes and like subscribers and that kind of stuff. But I kind of hope we stay very casual and chill because I like my little community. And I really hope to continue fostering like a really sweet and kind community. All that jazz. So thank you guys so much.